So this is Final Fantasy, right? Dissidia, A.k.a Two. This is the only Final Fantasy fighting game ever. But these games are some of the coolest Final Fantasy projects ever. And then they made NT and kind of ruined it. And they kind of ruined it, and now I am sitting here wondering, I hope this series gets more love in the future, but I don't think it will because NT did not do well. Anyways, yeah, you've been looking at this image. This is like 11-minute video. I'm gonna try and get through this quick. I'm gonna pause after each one and then jump over here and like probably put it on here. I don't think I'm gonna put anything down here, but like, we'll see. Okay, I attribute me not, I'll put that in B, right? So it's like a good middle ground. We can use this as like a basis. Do I like it more or less than this? FF12, I think 2 reasons why I'm not super big on it, but I am gonna get around to like actually playing it and like fully going through it. The 2 things are, the faces are very uncomfortable for me to look at. I think Vaughn looks like Dylan Sprouse, one of the Zack and Cody twins, and I can't shake that from my mind. I was playing another game recently where, oh, it was Rebirth. I think there's like a little like ginger chocobo guy. He looks like Zack. He looks like one of the Sprouse twins as well. Oh no, it's not Butts Time. It's Onion Knight. Which Onion Knight? I really like the amount of attention to detail for the Onion Knight here. As much as I don't like Final Fantasy III all that much, it's not like a hate or anything. I played through the whole thing. It's kind of just like, it's there. I think this one is really fun. So you do have to navigate the menu yourself, and it does lock you into doing only Shuriken. But I just think all the little details here of like having the Elder Staff, every weapon, you have the regular dagger and then the Orichalcum Dirk. I just think that's a nice touch, right? I like this one a lot. Onion Knight, I will say, he's like an A. Oh wait, Onion Knight has 2 of them? Onion Knight has 2 of them, holy shit, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, no, ooh, actually, I think because Onion Knight has 2 of them, and they're both very different, they're not just like, you know, you just get this and this. I think the attention to detail is enough that I'm like, okay, Onion Knight gets to go in an S slot for now. We'll have S, and then we'll limit the next one to the best one. Okay, look, I am a Final Fantasy IV person. I love Rydia. This one's really cool. I will say something about Final Fantasy IV. I like that people, like, whenever somebody adapts 4 in some way, they give Cecil the ability to bounce between Dark Knight and Paladin, and I like that a lot. Okay, right, oh, why did they not use Paladin Cecil? I guess because, wait, he doesn't start out as Paladin Cecil, right? Is this like an install? Oh, this is an install. What the hell? Hold on. This is an install. I think the fact that this is an... Oh my god, wait, the portrait changes as he changes there. I kind of like that one. I think it's the attention to detail, and I think it's just the thing of, like, them switching Cecil between Dark Knight and Paladin a lot that I just love. But that's just a really fun... That's really fun to me. I was saying something about Kain, but I completely forgot. Did he steal... Wait, hold on. No, okay, this is awesome. This is actually really good. Sorry, Kain aura farming, that's what I meant to say. This is really good. Because if you pay attention, right, pay attention to the blades here. So I'm gonna try and like go bit by bit. That's Brotherhood from 10. That's the Warrior of Light's sword. That was Kain's spear. The Buster sword. The thingy's Squall. I keep wanting to call him Leon because of Kingdom Hearts, but Squall's gunblade. I didn't catch the last one. I feel bad for not catching that one, but this one's really cool. The fact that it uses a bunch of different swords from every Final Fantasy. I kind of really like that one. Anyways, Cloud. This is probably going to be one of the ones where either a lot of people love it or a lot of people hate it. But it's Cloud Strife, you know. He does Omni Slash, and I kind of love it. It is okay. Look, by nature of the other ones that we've covered so far, I would have said it's bland, but it's Cloud Strife. It's one of his most iconic limits. I feel like I have to put him in S. B or A? I feel like I would... okay, you know what? I'm fine with putting it in A, honestly. So for Squall, Final Fantasy VIII, right? The entire game, there's a mechanic. It's like Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. There's an entire game, there's a mechanic where, because Squall has a gun sword, if you time a button perfectly, you'll pull the trigger and like do extra damage. I think it's just a cool mechanic overall. It definitely influenced a little bit of like Thousand Year Door, even though like the active combat thing, it's a bit plain. So I think the mechanic maybe bumps it into like high B, low A. I say B. Okay, hold on. This is my boy. This is my boy right here. But I am biased. Give us 9. Yes. Okay, 9 remake. Yes. I'm a bit biased here because this is like, this ultimate is a spoiler for 9. Okay, I think without the bar at the bottom, it would be like about the same as Cloud. A for sure. Like a solid A with room to possibly grow, depending on the rest of the rating. Tidus, okay, hold on. Tidus is like actually kind of fun. His whole super is the fucking Ject shot. And I feel like I have to put Tidus in S tier, or like in S tier or up there with Bartz. I think Tidus is an S tier, partially just because it's Blitzball. And another reason being, it's one of those ones that actually goes deeper into the character than just, you know. Weirdly enough, you can tell which Final Fantasy games were the devs' favorite games. They were massive Final Fantasy V stans, is all I'm gonna say. I will be so honest here. This is partially avenue for me to say my opinions about some of these characters. Vaughn is not a protagonist. He is one of the he is the only Final Fantasy protagonist that I look at. I'm like, you would be so much of a better party member than the main focus, I think. Because he just does not feel like a protagonist. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, this has a bit of sauce too. Okay, I want to say D, or I want to say C, because I see that it's definitely a poor representation of 12, maybe. That was just a cool super. Very misleading. It's his limit break form. It's limited. Oh. Huh, okay, yeah, no, I just need to play 12 then. I think it's something that I will understand if I play 12. Oh, okay. We're in the villains now. This is Chris Sabat. The same guy who voices Vegeta voices Chaos. Chaos. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, right? For the big bad of Final Fantasy 1, who shares a name with the big, like, antagonist of the franchise, Chaos, well, he's not even, like, a cross-franchise thing, but just for Dissidia. I kind of really like that. I need to play Stranger Paradise on here, it's so funny. Okay, why did they kind of cook with the villains so far? And why are we getting flashed with the his name's Emperor, right? I never finished 2. I can't bring myself to finish 2, I'm sorry. That's the Emperor. I'm gonna put him down here for now, and I think I'm gonna with room to possibly go to a C. It started good. I think it started pretty good. It's just, for some reason, it had the fucking, like, stasis chamber, and I don't know that. Okay, I know why you're green, but why are you green? She's green. That's just her sprite from, or that was like, You Will Not Say. Okay, that one's kind of eh. Like, that one's kind of really eh for how good the third's Onion Knights was. Yeah, no, did nothing in 3. She did nothing. She just showed up as the final boss, which is funny because there's been a couple times that that's just been the case. I mean, it makes sense for what, like, I know the move that this is referencing, and I know how strong that move is. I think this might be our first.
Miss.
I'm very excited about this one, though. Oh, Golbez. Golbez, my goat. Golbez, my goat. Hold on, no, that one was really good. This is like an A. I like that a lot. Okay, wait, hold on. Neo Almag. Okay, hold on. Hold on. X-Death? I was expecting a little bit more. I'm not complaining with what we got. I'm glad it wasn't Neo X-Death. Mine has magic overkill. Yeah, I do. Well, I mean, the thing is with X-Death, right? The main thing, the only things that you could lean into are either the Void, because he uses the Void the entire game, or him turning into a Splinter, which is a real thing for the people who haven't played 5. The main villain is a cartoon character. I kind of really like it, mainly just because it's not Neo X-Death. Sephiroth, okay, well, I mean... Oh, you know what? No, the equation's coming across the screen. Supernova. Okay, I was gonna say not that good, but then the character fell into the sun, and I kind of want to put it, like, low S. Jects, I'm curious about. Okay, his is also kind of Blitz-themed. His is Blitz-themed, just a little less so, and not as, like, as much as Tidus. He just kicks the shit out of people. I think that's an S. Because he beats the shit out of you, and it's kind of funny. Okay, I actually don't recall the name of this boss. Okay, wait, I kind of fuck with this, though. Okay, I do want to say one thing. I don't think there's any bad supers in this game. A lot of them work for what they're going for. That was kind of cool. I think this is up there with, like, Onion Knight, actually. That one's just a really cool super. Ject is so funny because I think it's in one of Tidus's dreams near the beginning of the game. Doesn't he, like, bully the shit out of Tidus in his dream? Riku and Yuna are, like, in his dream, and they're, like, flirting with him. And then Ject shows up, calls him a bitch, and then just laughs at him and gets both Yuna and Riku to laugh at him as well. That's really cool. Oh, here's Gilgamesh. Here's my goat. Select Excalibur. Okay, no, this is another S. This is another... Okay, wait, hold on. That's another... Look, it may seem a bit plain. Gilgamesh is, like, the silly villain. He's, like, the kind of guy that would be like, yeah, boys, get him, boys. Also, can I just point out, he just fucking splats against the wall to break it. I just love that. I love that. I love that. Okay. Alright, so those are the tier lists for tonight. I really only have...